Hey everyone, and welcome back to... Oh man, we have to talk to this lady again. Dang it.
Look at you! I could just gobble you up, but it's in my contract with the Navy that I do no such thing. You found the Ardings alive and well, if not a bit soggy. Well done. I had a feeling you'd be full of surprises. I've been here searching for a means of escape, but everyone is so preoccupied with their precious scion that they hardly give me a glance. No. They didn't. Alder believed he passed not long after we left him, and that he was swept out to sea. He was a good first mate, Tari. I'll miss the silent little scallywag. We did try to save him, but the winds of fortune don't always blow in our favour.
We did kind of just leave him on the beach.
Yeah. Plus, you should make sure that they're not in a position where they would just, quote-unquote, wash out to sea.
He was also bleeding like a gutted fish, to quote her.
At least tear off some clothing and staunch it a little bit if you can't move him.
Yep.
She's the one they're handing over to their god, their precious Akara. They hold a splendid ceremony and surrender her as a vessel. Then the rest of her life is spent in intimate meditation with the spirit. Sounds dreadful.
Well,
I bet it's that girl from earlier with the bow. That's the scion, because she's not around. They're all, like, looking for her. That's just my bet.
maybe, so was she chosen, or is she going to be chosen?
I'm probably going to be chosen. Anyway.
You met him, did you? Tell me, what did the villain have to say for himself? Did he have the hangmen with him? Bloodgrin, the Whispering Witch, the Baronet?
No.
She wields a powerful staff, and she likes to whisper into the ears of her victims before they die. No one knows what she says. She's also said to be Dead Cal's lover. Gross.
She probably whispers weird, like, catchphrases, like, bada bing, bada boom, stab, stab.
Nah. Here, let's see the other ones.
Big nasty brute. He kills with his bare hands if he can, but he'll settle for his hammer if he wants to be especially messy. He's a fancy one, more concerned with his silks and swagger than with taking a life. As Mother always said, manners will get you everywhere, and I mean everywhere. True, and I think I know how. Alder spoke of an old castaway, a man named Key, who has been on this island longer than anyone. Perhaps he's lived long enough to know our pirate friend. If nothing else, it's a good place to start.
What was the other choice?
Need to kill Dead Cal.
What was the one that you said?
Need to find Dead Cal. It's not a branching option, it was just
Oh, okay, because I
one
thought
of
that
those
it was
weird
something.
personality things. Anyway, don't want to talk to her anymore. Is this Quay? No, this is Elder.
I'm sorry about your friend, Tari. His loss was unfortunate. But in my time, I've learned that everything occurs according to Akara's plan. We in the village are preparing for the offering ceremony to receive our new scion. Only then will you truly understand.
Or we're supposed to be the Scion. I could see that, too.
But it's supposed to be a woman. They can't guarantee that your character is a
Oh
woman
yeah,
or
that's a good
not.
point.
Captain Bratigan explained that you plan to bring dead Kel to justice. I understand your reasons, but the quest is folly. Still, I wish you success. So I will point you in the direction of a man named Key. He is the oldest castaway on Gallows End. He will have answers. Before you speak with him, I must ask you a favor. Your journey will take you past Soul Deep Fasting, where my wife Bridget prepares for the offering. Take her this amulet. She will want it. All scions wear it during the ceremony.
So, she is to be the scion?
It's gotta be Nina.
She means well, but like all children, she craves freedom and independence. She will learn to respect boundaries. This is an island, after all. Kara speaks through the Scion. They are one. Without the wisdom of the Scion, we here in Cape Solace would be lost. She guides us and keeps us true to Akara's path. And at the end of her life, the Scion will depart this island with her guard, taking the power of Akara so it may find root elsewhere, like a seedling in the wind. It is when we offer one of our own to Akara, as a gift, and as testament to our trust in his guidance. The ritual takes place once a generation. We bring our chosen one to the mountaintop, where she receives the blessing of Akara and becomes the Scion. From that day forward, she holds a place of honor in the village until the next offering occurs. He's a funny one, plagued by delusions and inspiration. I've known Akara to touch people, but Paddy acts more touched in the head than blessed. Ever since he arrived, Paddy has had a covetous eye on Gravehall Keep. I don't know what it is about that old ruin that so bewitches him.
Okay.
Well, do you want to talk to Patty?
Let's hold off on that. So,
Oh, hey.
off camera, we did talk to Paddy, and it turns out he actually has a very interesting side quest. So we're going to show that at the end of all of this, because it's, you know, how to get Gravehall Keep.
Aw, but I'd rather do Gravehall Keep before we finish the main plot.
I'd like to keep everything kind of nice and in a nice...
It wasn't easy, but I followed that landing party inland. Nobody carrying that much cargo is here by accident. There's a storm brewing. You'll be happy to know that I took a prisoner. That dainty fellow over there. He says he's harmless, but I'm not so sure. I had a chance to scout a bit closer and caught sight of another ship. One that's still intact just offshore. If I were crazier, I'd steal it and make for open sea. Mostly, I just want to go after their leader. If his people are here for blood, we'll know soon enough. I must say, they resembled a war party more than a ship's crew. I counted warriors, and even a few scholars among them. It's not uncommon for outsiders to come to Gallows End, seeking Akara's power and the island's magic. I just haven't witnessed it in many years.
Huh.
This is interesting. I thought it would be another dual options, but...
It is.
No, it's just that one of them is stay here and do nothing. And the other one is go after their leader. I'm worried that if we send her to go after the leader, she'll be in danger, but at the same time, what could happen?
I'd say go after the leader.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd see things my way. The people in Cape Solace always lay their fates down at the feet of others. Whether it's Akara, Dead Kell, or even my father. I will no longer stand by and do nothing. I will go and I will find the one behind this invasion. He will answer to me. I keep the village of Cape Solace in wild game, for when the sea is stingy with its yield. I also scour the forests and cliffs for plants for our village alchemists. However, most people on Gallows End only know me as Alder's daughter. Till I escape this place, I'll never be anything more than that.
So she's sort of like a survivalist, outdoorsman-y ranger person.
Pretty much what's her face from Brave.
Merida?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
It is a spectacle, nothing more. Akara only uses it to keep the villagers tethered to his will. The offering fast approaches. I'd rather not discuss it anymore. She is Akara's slave, a mouthpiece for the god himself. My mother deserved more of a life than that. She was a great woman. Is a great woman.
And see,
Goodbye.
the current Scion is her mother. She's probably going to be the next one.
But... Oh, I like their armor.
Designs? Yep. No, these are the
It
Watchers.
looks like it's bone or wood.
Yeah. It's cool. I like it.
I really like the helmets, though. How do they see through them?
Magic. So Nina is definitely the next Scion in line. There's no other way. I mean, partly they haven't shown any other female characters, unless it's like the nattery annoying person.
Nah.
What is it you seek? The new scion must not be disturbed. Her meditations are of great importance to the offering ceremony. Without the proper preparation, she won't withstand the power that comes with Akara's blessing. It will destroy her.
Or is the mother going
I think the mother
to be...
is the next one.
Okay.
Soon, that name will mean nothing. She will be the scion, Akara's chosen one, and the vessel for his power. I will give her the amulet once she breaks from her meditation. You must leave now. That is not a suggestion.
Okay.
Farewell.
See... Hold on. Just judging by the sheer size of this place...
You're gonna have to go through it later.
Yep. Also, they're like boggarts and scavs in there, which means something. I always find that interesting in games where you can kind of like see ahead and like you know there's something wrong with the area because the area you're in is littered with monsters even if it shouldn't be. Alright, where are we going next? Oh, we're going all the way up there. Alley ho then. A long walk.
I still smell like bacon. We had some pepper bacon this morning.
Yeah, I don't like pepper bacon that much. I think I prefer like normal bacon, or even though maple bacon isn't like that wildly different, I prefer the smell. We both hit each other and stunned each other at the same time. That's funny. Wow, look at him fly.
Brr.
Dova bear. Brah. Kind of interesting.
Oh, waterfall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice design. I was thinking the other day about Newgrounds.com, and remember how back when we were in, like, middle school, which was, what, 8 years ago?
I actually never watched Newgrounds until I got into college.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was in middle school, Newgrounds was, like, the place to, I don't know, watch animations, play Flash games and stuff. Like, there were a couple other sites, but they were never quite as...
I never played Flash games online, but I remember we used to watch things like Legendary Frog and such.
I kind of watched Legendary Frog, but, like, I really only liked his Resident Evil stuff, and even then it was kind of, like, hit and miss for me.
And I really liked the little Final Fantasy tribute with the do-do-do-do-do.
That's true. Yeah, he had a couple of good ones, but then he decided
And
to,
there's,
like...
the One Ring to rule them all.
I guess. That only had, like, a couple good quotable lines to it, and everything else is just like... There's a person here. What? Zephwin. Interesting.
Good to see you.
I assume we talk to Zephwin later.
Yep.
But, like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting, because he decided to go with the, like, Flash-based motion comics, and a lot of it was, like, World of Warcraft related, which I thought was kind of interesting.
I actually didn't get to see many of those.
He had them on his DeviantArt, not his main site.
Yeah, because I also know that there were a couple of original series that he was starting with other people.
Yeah, he had the, like...
The space one, and then there was a wizard that was clumsy.
Yeah.
There was the Halo collaboration.
I liked those. It's kind of a shame that Ego Raptor has stopped organizing those, because those were always kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why he would stop. He's got a lot better things to work on that probably get him a lot more famous and a lot more money. But I don't know. I just remember some of the like Halo animations were amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of the one where like
the staple gun.
I wasn't even thinking of the staple gun. I was thinking about the one where Darth Vader's invading instead, and like
I didn't see that one.
Oh, it's hilarious because he gets in the ship, and I'm not even sure why. But he just starts going, wobbly, 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 wobbly. Wobbly, 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 wobbly. And it was beautiful, and I still have no idea why. Anyway.
He's pretty buff for an old man. He's like...
Yeah.
Uber old man in the sea.
Now, I can't tell if he has a slightly different body model or if we just don't stare at a whole lot of naked people in this game. Anyway.
Another one, eh? Well, Akara just keeps drawing them in. Fish. Trapped in his widening net. What is it you want, castaway?
The simplest answer to your problems lies beyond those cliffs there. One swift drop, and then peace.
Thanks.
Hey, he's a Fate Weaver.
Huh.
Priest, eh? How is it that most pawns aren't even aware of the game? Every few years, Alder sends me a hopeless spirit, praying I can provide a Fate Weaver's wisdom. But I have no hope to give. I have nothing. Dead Kell has seen to that. Look around you. We are damned.
Quit your whining. Quit your witching.
Where is he? Everywhere, you fool. Everywhere. Try to leave this island, Dead Kell is there. Try to hide in the fastings, Dead Kell is there. You're better off hiding from your own shadow. I was. You know of Fate Weavers, then? Know that we are a tragic brood destined for a life of isolation and disappointment. Why read the cards when you already know what they say? I will die on this island, as will you.
I hope we have
You
another
don't know
moment.
that.
I hope we have another moment where he tries to read our fate and it's just like, what?
Spoken like one who just crawled from the wreckage. You have no idea of the forces that conspire against us. Dead Kell is no mere man, no. He is touched by Akara. As long as his ship, Requiem, remains harbored here on Gallows End, none of us are free. Get me that ship, and perhaps I will tell you what you wish to know. Perhaps.
Yeah, I was right about there being a connection between Kell and Akara. Let's see.
They said so earlier. He said that Akara brought him back, remember?
Even the main guy?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh.
is said that Dead Kell is the only mortal to have ever laid eyes upon Akara, to have spoken with him as an equal. Not even the Scion has been so close, and she is linked to Akara through magic. Now you know why Dead Kell remains a threat long after he was supposedly killed by the Alpha. He is not a natural thing. His life is both blessing and curse. It is called the Requiem. Years ago, the vessel belonged to Dead Kell's lover, the Whispering Witch. But when his own flagship, the Stormbringer, was sunk off the coast, he needed a replacement. As far as I know, it is the only seaworthy ship on all of Gallows End. And what a prize it would be to possess.
I wonder if Key used to be a, ship captain himself. Also, look at the modeling on his chest there. It points out weirdly.
His collarbone? Yeah.
That's not right.
Then you will succeed where all others have failed. You will not secure the Requiem, because you will die long before you even lay eyes upon it. Fate cannot be changed. It's a tragedy, because I would have told you everything.
Well,
Return if you need my sight.
what a negative Nancy.
We're fateless.
He don't care. He's a damper Dan man, damn it. Yeah. I really wish he just, took the time to read our fate. Wait, what? What? But no, everybody's just like, you can't change fate, and it's like,
You can't do this. This is impossible.
And I kicked the table. I was gonna mention this. Remember how... Hey, there's another camp up here in a jail, and somebody else with a side quest that I'm not going to take, probably. Okay, undersea fasting. There we go. So, you know how I mentioned that, very few games are truly self-referential? And like, you were complaining about this with Guild Wars and how, like, none of the characters you've already interacted with remember you. Well, very few games, like, will refer back to events that have happened in the past with your character. But, like, when we were doing the Citadel DLC in Mass Effect, for example, it was very self-referential. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I've saved the galaxy 3 times already and done all this stuff. What do you think you can do to stop us? And, you know, everybody's
But that was
just...
something that would have already happened in the other games, so...
But the thing is, like... Oh, wow, look at that bear corpse go.
Mm-hmm.
but,
So
like,
being a sequel,
ish,
your character can say that.
but, like, the rest of the game really didn't have a whole lot of, like, you know, I'm this crazy badass and nobody can stop me. It's like, everybody thinks they have a chance against you. And then you hit the Citadel DLC, and it's just one of those where you're actually thwarted just a little bit for once. Oh, how am I supposed to get over here? I went too far being like, ooh, treasure chest, and I was like, it'll just wrap around, right? Nope. But, Guild Wars 1, actually, has a very good moment that kind of stuck with me for a little while, where, it's their, like, final, not even DLC, it was like a mini expansion pack that they added.
Was it the, Canthan Winds
Yeah,
one?
Winds of Change, yeah. So, the way it worked was, like, a bunch of villains from, like, minor villains from the previous games were all gathered in one place to try and take over Cantha or something like that.
Yeah.
And you, of course...
You played all that without me.
Yes. Though we can always go back to it, it's not very hard. But, so, you sneak in with the disguise, and you're supposed to, like, sow dissent among them and gather information. So, by the end of it, all they're doing is just complaining about you and talking about how much they want to kill you. And then you show up and they're like, no, not you, anyone but you. And then proceed to chase you out because it's like 60 people and you're by yourself. But I just thought it was this kind of amazingly self-referential moment. Where, like, normally they'd just be like, get him! And they're like, no, it's not, oh god, it's the guy. I hate the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And very rarely will you run into that. Like, in this game, it would make so much sense if, you know, people had heard of you, or he checks your fate and he's just like, wait, why are you fateless? But no, your character doesn't even speak for herself, so it's just like, it's my own private joke that I can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the personality of a wooden block, so nobody will ever know that I'm special. Apart from the fact that I do things that I shouldn't be able to do. I forgot I was fighting a Leonash. Oh well.
Yeah, no. I understand that.
Oh, speaking of, where'd the Leonash go?
Speaking of what?
I was gonna say, we are out of time, so we will see you guys on the next episode of Kingdoms of Amalur, and this time, we'll go nab us a boat. A boat train, choo-choo. Ew. Not another fish boob. It's fish boobs. I don't like fish boobs.
Fish shouldn't have boobs.
It's weird. I don't like... Wait, what comes out of those? Okay, Mergen come out of those. I was
Mergen
confused.
come out of what?
You know how it, like, spits out the, like, weird...
She globs Mergen?
Yeah. Yeah, she spawns Mergen. Which is freaky.
Well, then why do they call her a Banshaen priestess? Shouldn't they call her, like, a Mergen priestess? So it'd make more sense.
I don't know. I mean, why do you call a cow and a bull a bull? Anyway, we will see you guys on the next episode of why does a weak enemy still have the ability to just knock me back like this? Alright. Enough nattering. Nyeh.